Welcome, Royals Empire, to the Royal Way here on Stadium Drive Sports. I am your host, Sean Barr. And on today's episode, we will review the Minnesota Twins versus the Kansas City Royals series. We'll also take a tour of the K on the club level and see what that looks like. If you haven't been to the K, I do encourage it. It's a beautiful spot. It's a great atmosphere. You're missing out on some good games. We have equaled and evened our record to 5-5 now. What's going on for tonight? We will have a wrap of tonight's game as well. We are right on top of it here on Stadium Drive Sports, so stay tuned for that. We've also got some fun segments to play. We got some trivia, guess who, and a look at the 1981 Royals, plus a chance to win a prize. Stay tuned. Here we go. The Minnesota Twins versus the Kansas City Royals. Nicky Lopez started things off for the Royals with a double that didn't accumulate into a run. Pretty quiet the first 3 innings. Minnesota got 3 hits in the third, but no damage. But in the fourth, the Twins get 2. Yet Salvi answers back and gets a home run for Kansas City, making it a 2-1 game. In the next inning, newly signed Alex Correa singles in a run for the Twinkies. But Minnesota loads him up and walks in a run in the bottom half of the 5th. Going into the 6th, Salvi hits another bomb to the bleachers to tie it, and Hunter Dozier follows suit and knocks a 429-foot home run over the left field bullpen to give the Royals a 4-3 lead. Both teams only muster up a hit in the 7th. The bullpen does the job and closes out a win, improving the Royals' record to 4-5. Alright, let's take a look at the box score for the game, see how everyone did. You can see the middle of the lineup is in the green, which means they did great. Yellow means you did good, white is decent, red is bad, and no horrible. That means you did nothing but strike out the whole game. Hopefully we don't see too many of them this year. Now as for your Royals relievers, Amir Garrett gets the win, but he gave up 8 hits and no strikeouts. It was the bullpen who were the real heroes in this game. So now we've got the 4-7 Minnesota Twins versus the 4-5 Royals. Game 2 had some miserable weather as well. Under 10,000 again in the stands, but KC gets on the board in the first in this one. Bobby 7 unfortunately keeps hitting into double plays, but is able to get a run out of this one. The Twins get a hit in each of the first few innings, but still a donut on the scoreboard for him. Monty lays down a nice bunt in the 5th to score Benny. It was a much-needed run in a tight, close game. Again, the Royals bullpen continues to impress, only giving up 2 hits in the last 4 innings of the game. The Royals ended up winning their first shutout of the year, 2-0, and the Royals even up their record at 5-5. As we go to the box score, you're going to see that there's not too much offense in this game, of course. But according to the Royal Way, if you got a strikeout and you didn't get a hit, well, you're in the red and you had a bad game. But you equaled it out for a decent game if you ended up getting a hit and a strikeout. But, we had 8 strikeouts in this game. That's not good. You got to get that down. Daniel Lynch did great. 5 innings pitched, only 4 hits given up, 1 walk. Hey, no problem. No runs on the board. Great job, bullpen. Game 3 versus the Twins. They're 4-8, we're 5-5, looking to go above 500. Alright, so here we go for the third game. The Minnesota Twins strike first in the 2nd inning when Sano hits a sacrifice fly to score a run, making it 1-0, favoring the team with the Twin Cities. Minneapolis and St. Paul. How cute. The Royals got Twin Cities too. They just happen to be in totally different states with the same name. So I think we got you beat, buddy. Or buddies. Twinkies. We didn't get you beat in this game, though. That was some good pitching. It completely shut us down in this game. I don't even want to talk about it. You can see the stats. You can read them for yourself. But, man, losing 1-0. I hate losing 1-0. I love good pitching games, but not when we lose them. Alright, let's take a look at these box scores, even though they might be eyesores. We got a lot of red in there. That's just good pitching. Sometimes there's games like this, Mama said. Michael A. Taylor, he got himself a hit and a walk. He evened out his his day. He didn't have a bad day, but everybody else got bit by the strikeout bug. Zach Greinke was the pitcher. 5 innings, 6 hits given up, only 1 strikeout. It was a decent day. We held him down in the bullpen. Can't ask for much. 1 run. Hey, Royal Way, player of the series, goes to Salvador Perez with his home runs.
Salvi splash!
All right, Empire, let's take a look at the division standings now in the Central. You got the Cleveland Guardians. Ooh, they took first place from the Chicago White Sox bag game. You got the Kansas City Royals sitting there right in the middle of everything at 5-6. They've scored the least amount of runs with 31. Got to get them up. The next series matchup on the Royals schedule leads KC to the west as we take on the Seattle Mariners, April 22nd through the 24th, Friday at 8:40, Saturday 8:10, and the Sunday game at 3:15. The MLB's top prospect, Bobby Seven, is still number 1 in the list of AL rookies so far. There will be competition as we get further into the 22 season. Many rooks in our division, so we will hear these names several times over the course of the year. We've seen left fielder Stephen Kwan do damage against us at the K. Spencer Torkelson stole a game from us with the home run. Rodriguez from Seattle is expected to do well. We will see him very soon. Jeremy Pena from Houston already has 12 hits. Kyle Isbell is the other Royals rookie this year, along with some rookie pitchers that might just be in the mix later on. Hopefully Witt can get that average up sooner than later. Welcome to the Royal Way Kauffman Stadium Tour, Club Level Edition. We are now on Loge Level, also known as Club Level. We start our tour on the first base side of the K, the right field entrance, Gate E. Here you will find the indoor All-Star Suites. Groups can be catered to while unexposed to the elements of the weather. There are about 10 or so rows of seats outdoors halfway under the awning. The All-Star Suites provide a comfortable view of the home team side of the field. Further down, we have the Frank White Suites, a bit more upscale as we move closer to home plate. Displayed are the signatures of past Royals greats. Nearby is the Jim Beam Bar, plus regular concessions. You can always avoid long lines in the club level. We now have made our way closer to behind home plate at this point. Here you will find the broadcast booths for the media. Denny Matthews and Ryan Lefevre are through those doors preparing for another game. Looking below to your left, you can see the lower concourse including the main Royals team store. We're going to wrap it right around back towards the third baseline now. To your left, you will see the circular turnstiles. In front of you are more concessions, plus a team store that has a variety of merch, like these hats. An Omaha Storm Chasers hat. Haven't seen too many of those. I ended up buying one. It was only $20. Good deal. At this point, I have found the Craft and Draft George Brett 390 Lounge. A cool diagonal view can be enjoyed. Behind you is a Boulevard bar. They're also serving up some pizza there as well, to go along with many different drink choices offered. We can look down on the lower level to see that we can no longer go any further on club level. We can also get a view of, hey, it's a fellow beer vendor of mine, Junior! Junior! Get to work! Stop just standing around. Oh, the 50-50 raffle guy. Oh, hold up. You know what? Stop. This kind gentleman agreed to explain the 50-50 raffle to me for everyone on the show to enjoy. He went on for like 2 or 3 minutes, going into great detail about what good it can do. And I thanked him, I walked away, and I realized my phone was on picture and not video. So this is all we get. This is picture out of the epic convo. I did get to sit in the dugout during the game. Yep, I got pulled. No, just kidding. They've got a setup for the fans to take their picture and yeah. This concludes our tour of the K, Club Level Edition. In a future episode, we will tour the View Level. I hope to see you at the ballpark. Buy a beer from me. You will keep watching. You will keep watching. You will love the Royal Way. You will keep watching. You love the Royal Way. What in the hell?
We won't help you with your hair and makeup, but we will help you win your fantasy league. Want to take home the prize and the pride in your fantasy football league? Don't worry, we got you covered. Tune in to fantasize this, right here on Stadium Drive Sports.
Hey there, I'm Kevin, host of the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. Be sure to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday for all your Chiefs content right here on Stadium Drive Sports.
Well, I've prepared a delicacy for you, monsieur, to share with the royal empire.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
au jus sauce on top of
Those
potatoes
look like rocks.
and mushrooms.
Those are rocks.
They're not rocks.
You can always find something appealing on the Royal Way every Monday and Thursday right here on Stadium Drive Sports. If you just skip through the commercials, here's the lineup again for Stadium Drive Sports. You are now viewing the Royal Way Viewer Prize of the Week. It is unopened, plus a KU bracelet. Just email us after the show for your chance to win at stadiumdrivesports@gmail.com using keyword KU22. It's now time to present the Royal Way's Best to Ever Wear It Awards. We are on number 12. And the nominees are John Wathen, Wally Joyner, Mitch Meyer, and Jorge So What. And the winner is John Wathen. Jorge left us. I'm still mad about that. John Wathen played his entire career with the Royals from 1976 to the championship year of '85. He was the manager of the Royals from '87 till '91. He broke an MLB all-time record for stolen bases by a catcher with 36 in 1982. Oh, hold on, don't take a drink right now. It's the Royal Way joke of the day. How did Andrew Benintendi know which type of pitch was being thrown to him? Andrew's been intending it. Andrew Benintendi's been intending. Okay. Thank you. Oh, no, okay. Did you know 3 Royals starting pitchers have thrown no-hitters in team history? 2 by Steve Busby in '73 and '74, 1 by Jim Colburn, and the latest one by Brett Saberhagen in '91. No Royals pitcher has thrown a perfect game, which includes no base runners.
Busby.
No walks, no nothing. But Steve Busby was the closest with 1 in '74.
Busby.
It's trivia time! In what year did the song Take Me Out to the Ball Game? Did I do good on that? And I deserve a record deal? Yeah. Anyways, what year did that song come out? 1887, 1908, 1933, or 1951? It was B, 1908. The song was written by Jack Norworth on the New York subway while looking at some polo grounds advertising a baseball game about to happen. Composed by Albert von Tilzer, Edward Meeker sang it first, and Harry Carey sang it the best. Ask Bill Murray. Guess? Woo! I was a third-round draft pick of the Royals in 1981. I debuted on June 8, 1986, pitched until 2003 with the Mets. I ended my career 194 and 126, 3.46 ERA, and 2,688 strikeouts. I played for the Mets, Blue Jays, Royals, Yankees, and Red Sox. I'm a 5-time All-Star, 5-time World Series champion, AL Cy Young Award winner with the Royals in '94, MLB wins leader, 2-time MLB strikeouts leader, plus I pitched a perfect game on July 18, '99. I ended the 1991 season with 19 strikeouts during the final game. I went 8-3 in the postseason over 21 games. I thought in 1993 that Dan Aykroyd had made a movie about my fans, but I was wrong. I guess they were just aliens that ate toilet paper. The host of the Royal Way was accused of ruining his autographed George Brett ball when I signed it in 1994. Sorry, Sean. I am. Number 22, David Cone. It's now time for the Royal Way to take you through the years with the Kansas City Royals, and we are on the year 1981. The 1980 Royals won the American League Championship versus the New York Yankees. KC lost the World Series to the Phillies, but the progression of this team over the years has fans believing their Royals can possibly not only take the West again, and not only the AL pennant, but the whole shebang this time. But first things first. Got to win that division. Let's take a look at how it looked in 1981 in the West. Wait a minute, that's not enough games. What is going on here? 20 and 30. Oh, there was a strike in 1981. There was a first half, and you can take a look at the first half. And then there was also a second half that started later on. And we'll get into all the shenanigans that were involved with that. But the Royals ended up on top in the second half, and believe it or not, that took them to the playoffs. As we take a look at the 1981 defensive setups, Dick Howser becomes the new manager, Hal McRae is still the DH, John Wathan becomes the catcher, Darryl Motley's in right. The 1981 Royal starters were Larry Gura, Dennis Leonard, Rich Gale, Paul Splittorff, and who? 1981 Royals relievers included your closer, Dan Quisenberry. 1.73 ERA and 62 innings pitched. Very good. And Rennie Martin? No, not the drink. Jim Wright. Atlee Hammaker, who was a bust. He went to San Francisco after about a year. Also, George Brett's older brother, Ken Brett, pitched a few games. The Royals finished 50 and 53 in this strike-plagued year, missing 59 games. Baseball resumed August 10th after the All-Star game. The Royals reached the postseason for the first time in MLB history with an overall losing record. The MLB would have its first divisional series before the league championships between the divisional teams with the best record from the first and second halves of the season. And KC had the best record in the second half by 1 game, so they move on. But the Royals were swept by the Oakland A's in the first AL divisional series 3-0. In 1985, MLB made the first divisional series a best-of-7 games. The St. Louis Cardinals had the best winning percentage in their division this year, but did not make the playoffs. It's weird. Reason being, not every team played the same amount of games. The Royals salvaged their year after the 50-day strike and found their way into the playoffs somehow. They will take the momentum into the next year after a new collective bargaining agreement has now been installed. It was no ball, 1 strike. Then the Royals just walked into the playoffs with the losing record. But as you know, KC did not advance to go play the Yankees this time. The Yankees played the Oakland Athletics and swept them. In the National League, you'll see that the Dodgers went on to win against the Expos, who beat the Phillies. And the Dodgers defeat the Yankees in the World Series of 1981, 4-2 in the best-of-7 series. The award winners for 1981 were your MVP for the American League, Raleigh Fingers. For the National League, Mike Schmidt. Cy Young Award winners goes to Mr. Fingers. And in the NL, Fernando Valenzuela, who got the NL Rookie of the Year award as well. The MVP in the World Series was Pedro Guerrero and Ron Cease for the Dodgers. And the All-Star Game MVP was Gary Carter from Montreal. Your 1981 KC Royals All-Stars were George Brett with his 6th and Frank White with his 3rd. To be continued with 1982. Alright, Royals Empire, that's all the time we have for now for today's episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Okay, I've got to say that, it's in my contract, so yeah, thanks for viewing my content. I'm just kidding. God, you love my sense of humor, don't you? No, it is very much appreciated. Hit that like, subscribe button, and let me know that you care as well. I've got a series wrap up between the Kansas City Royals and the Seattle Mariners coming up on a new episode on Monday. So, check me out then.